Pricing your services and potential revenue. In this lesson, we are going to be looking at pricing all 4 online models we discussed, and more importantly, we are going to go over to a spreadsheet and start crunching some numbers. By the end of this lesson, you will have even more clarity of what model you are going to pursue. It's all well and good saying, I want to earn X amount this year, but you have to objectively look at where you are now, the different ways you have of making money, and then actually crunching those numbers to see if it is probable. We set smart goals with our clients, and it's important that we also do the same for our own business. Not only do we want to focus on getting sign-ups, we need to make sure we have the profit margins to run a healthy business. This lesson is not an in-depth lesson on finance. That is a course in its own right, and I'm definitely not the right person to teach you that. Let's start off with pricing psychology. I'm very mixed on this topic. You hear the stories of upping the price and improving conversion rates, and equally, you hear the opposite. I also think that consumers are more aware of these tips and tricks that were once less familiar. For example, do you go with £9.99 or £10? It can all get pretty complex, and I also think it can be a bit overkill. A few things I focus on when purchasing is go for less decimals. The number itself looks smaller, example being £79 instead of £80.00. I do think ending in 79 is better than £80. And how often have you said it was £70 when it was actually £79 compared to £80? Now, when it comes to adding value or free bonuses, round it up, make the number look larger, so £80.00 rather than £79. Right, that's all of the pricing psychology I'm going to teach on this lesson. So let's start off with one-to-one. Before we select your price per month, you need to pinpoint what you are going to offer them. Are they going to get video check-ins each week? Are they going to get a monthly call with you? If so, how long will that call be? The more time you spend on each client, the more you charge each month. The more time spent per client results in less clients you can actually take on. I want you to add up roughly how many hours per client per month on average you will take. This will be a little bit easier to understand once we go through module 2 and the coaching process for one-to-one clients. Let's say the startup plan takes you 1 hour, and then each week you spend on average 15 minutes with answering questions via email and a weekly check-in. That would result in roughly 2 hours per month. Quick maths. If you charge £50 per hour, you would be roughly getting £100 per month. I've spoken to many online coaches, and most of them start off with an average price of £3 to £100 per month. My advice would be stick between £99 to £199 per month. The price will vary based on your experience, knowledge, and credentials as a personal trainer. Also, your personal need for money. If you're already making a decent amount of money doing something else and you want to take on more online clients, you can afford to charge more money per month. Remember, you can always start off lower and do an early bird price for when you first launch your one-to-one online coaching. This could be the first 5 or 10 people get it for £99 per month instead of £149. We'll go over this in more detail in the marketing module and scaling your business. So now let's talk about group coaching. When it comes to pricing your group coaching, we are moving further down that reach side of the scale spectrum. Remember that, magnitude and reach. I also recommend marketing to where the market are currently at. If we're looking at more of a beginner and maybe a female target audience here, I recommend starting off with a 4 to 8 week package, price probably ranging from £49 to £99. There are no long-term commitments to scare them off, and they're used to this type of challenge in their other aspects of their life, rather than one-to-one personalized coaching with a monthly recurring model. The key for client retention is to have a lower paying monthly ongoing fee after they graduate or complete that 4 to 8 week period. This monthly fee could be anywhere between $14.99 to $29.99 per month. As you will see in a little bit when we go over to the computer and start crunching numbers, this model is a lot harder to manage and more volatile when it comes to consistent cash flow. This is because you require new people to sign up on every launch, as well as delivering ongoing coaching for your graduates. This is less person-focused, and as a result, we'll have a lower percentage of people who get results compared to one-to-one. However, due to large volumes, you'll get a lot of social proof with testimonials for those that stick to it and get the results you were intending. Moving on to membership subscriptions. Membership subscriptions can be a great option if you have a large enough reach. The lower price point means a lower commitment and also expectations. I think the sweet spot's between $4.99 and $9.99 per month. There are memberships out there that are $24.99 or higher, which means a lower number of subscribers needed, but from my experience, the higher the monthly amount for a membership subscription, the higher the churn rate is. You also have a higher cost per acquisition because of the higher fee. When it comes to membership option, you have a churn rate, which is the percentage of people that leave your subscription, normally based on a monthly period. And what you're looking to do is reduce the churn rate. The lower the churn rate, the better your retention will be. We also have something called growth rate, and this is the percentage of people that join your membership. I want to add that competition for memberships is on the up. So what can you offer that is different or superior to what is already on the market? Do you have a very specific niche, a specific flavor, a specific way of delivering value yourself? Let's move on to the last model. To guide or not to guide? Now that is indeed the question. I see this being done in two ways. Option one is you have a big following and you can pretty much guarantee a high enough number of people are going to buy your guide. Or option two is that you do one-to-one online as your primary and are at capacity and amass a decent following over time. You therefore release a guide to bring in some supplementary income. Some people may use guides as a front-end product. And when I say front-end product, I mean something that is a cheaper price to get them bought into your ecosystem, and for you then to upsell them into your back-end product, that is your higher price. In online coaching, that would be your group or one-to-one service. However, the lower cost of investment of a guide to a substantially higher one with a recurring model like one-to-one will result in low conversion rates. So keep that in mind. I know from first-hand experience. As we know, guides tend to appeal to a slightly different target audience as well. Now let's look at crunching some of those numbers. So in business, and I've been at this side of things where I've not really crunched the numbers before I've come up with this amazing idea. And to scale a business, you need to know your numbers. So now we're actually going to start crunching them. So as you can see on the first sheet, we've got one-to-one coaching guides, membership subscription with some churn and growth rate that I've already gone through in regards to what is what. So anything with a blue cell means feel free to change. So for example, you'll see number of clients per month for one-to-one. Feel free to change that. Here's some that I've given examples for, and the price next to that. So as you can see, if you charge £100 per month and you had 10 clients, you'll be getting £1,000 per month or 12,000 per year. Charge that a little bit more, you see the difference. So feel free to crunch the numbers and see where that sweet spot is. I've gone up to 50 because I feel that is really the capacity for a one-to-one premium personalized online coaching business model. Then when we look over to the coaching guides, we can see that this is a one-time fee. And this is why for coaching guides, I recommend that you use it as maybe supplementary after you've built your one-to-one business, or if you do have a large following and you're pretty much guaranteed results, to actually spend some time and money in creating the coaching guides. And again, we're going to be going through that in that module of how to create it, how to design it, and how to deliver a guide. So as you can see, let's say I sell 400 guides, which is no easy feat. At $24.99, that's going to bring me in £9,996 total. Where the equivalent, that would be me having 10 one-to-one clients, paying £100 for just under maybe like 10 months. So again, there's things that you need to take into account. If you didn't crunch the numbers, you may not know that. And this segment of the course is really going to just take all of the emotion out of it and go, these are what the numbers are, and help make that decision on whether you go one-to-one, coaching guides, group coaching, or membership. So as you can see from the membership, again, we've got the different numbers on the left-hand side of members. So let's say, right, we're going to go 400 at $4.99. So you might be asking that question, do I go $4.99 or do I go $9.99? So once we start crunching the numbers, it's pretty much which one do you feel most comfortable in achieving those numbers? Remember, you can go high price, lower volume, lower price, higher volume. So for example here, if you could get 400 members paying $4.99 per month, you can see you're making just under £2,000 per month, which is just under £24,000 per year. Again, a decent amount for creating a membership site. However, do you have the pull or the clout to be able to get 400 people paying you $4.99? As you can see, we've got the churn and growth rate. So I've gone over the definitions and we've got some examples here. What we want to be doing, and the reason why a membership subscription is so good, is that if you've got low churn rate and you've got a decent growth rate, it's something that doesn't require you to do a lot more work, but the money can go up and up and up just by getting more people in. So you can see on an example here, 400 members, 5% churn rate, 8% growth rate. I lost 20 members, however, I gained 32, so now I'm up 12. Now, when we go over to the group coaching, even me creating this spreadsheet with the group coaching, and I'm basing this on an 8-week program that you then get people to cross-sell, upsell into your monthly ongoing graduate group, for example. So as you can see, we still got the blue cells, so feel free to change them. But let's say January launch, we're going to get 30 clients paying £99. And like, perfect, that's £2,970. You might be thinking, that's really good. And it's pretty good. However, you've then got to take into account the marketing spend, the actual logistics of running this, maybe having more staff, and that's all going to eat into your revenue and your profit. So again, I'm not going to go into too much detail on this one, but as you can see, based on those numbers there, and me even spending a lot more time crunching these numbers, the numbers I have here, I don't think are high end, or I think they're pretty realistic and maybe slightly above average of what I feel most people would be able to achieve. And when I actually crunch all of the numbers and take into account recurring revenue, that gave me £42,665. But I'm like, it's probably easier for me to earn that money by just focusing on serving less clients with less need for marketing, with less outgoings per month. So I want you to download the spreadsheet, play around yourself with the spreadsheet, crunch the numbers, and then let's really look at this objectively and say, this is the model for me.